In this video, I'm going to share with you guys how I trim down my Etsy advertisement to get the biggest bang for your buck. I start off with 50 to 60 listings advertised all at the same time, and then slowly I start to chip away from those listings and get to only the core listings that will make me most of the business. Now, in this video, I want to share with you guys behind the scenes. I'm going to show you my dashboard on one of my Etsy shops. Now, I use this method on my first sale and my 200,000th sale on Etsy, and I've also consulted top performing Etsy shops on how to make more money using this exact strategy. Now, if you're a new seller, I also help small sellers get their first 100 to 1,000 sales. If that's you, this is a perfect strategy. This is how you get there. If you've been stuck in your Etsy shop or you haven't getting any sales, really watch this video because advertisement is an essential part of growing your Etsy business. But more specifically, trimming down your what listings you should advertise and what listings you should not advertise. Now, small caveat, this is only going to be applying to products that are need-based product, not want-based product, okay? Because a lot of times when I make a video, some people say it doesn't work for me, and then I do a little deeper dive into what they're selling and what product they're doing. And oftentimes, a lot of people sell want-based product. Let me explain the difference between those two. And one of them spends, the want-based product spends a lot more money on advertising. It gets less results. And there's a reason for that. When you're selling a need-based product, you're selling a product that customers absolutely need, and they're not going to leave Etsy until they buy this product. They cannot do A without B. And I always say this, and you want to sell that B product, right? They cannot be safe if they don't buy this product. They will lose their thing if they don't get this product. Their kid will not get into the school if they don't get this product. It is that product that you want to sell. And so when they click on your listing, they're intentional with buying a product that when they clicked on your listing, they already have that motivation to buy it because there's something that is urgent that's pressing them. It's not the quality of the listing. Oftentimes it's not, the price point. It is the urgency. And sometimes that urgency is so big that they don't care about the price point, which makes products like this really what truly succeed on Etsy. So top 1% Etsy shops, they look for these kind of products. This is what we look for. This is what we sell. However, want-based product is when something is, you can go without it, right? It's like looking for a t-shirt, a mug, right? It would be nice to have a t-shirt. It would be nice to have a mug that has your favorite joke of the day or something, whatever. It's a want-based product. However, a want-based product can become a need-based product if you're selling a customized t-shirt and say bridesmaids is, during the summertime, there's a lot of, you got to get your bridesmaids a t-shirt or bridal party and you want to get matching t-shirts. It kind of like it becomes a bit more of a want-based product depending on a certain time of the year and certain kind of products. But largely, I try to stay away from those products because you have a lot of customers that are called window shoppers. They might like it, favor it, use up your advertisement money, but not actually complete the purchase to really give you that money back that they spent on advertisement. Therefore, conversion rate is much lower for those customers, okay, for those products. And so that's why I sell dog collars, right? It is a product that is absolutely necessary. It is, your dog will get lost if you don't have a dog collar with a number. That's why I sell the product. By the way, if you do want to partner and sell dog collars as well, link in the description below because I do provide a print-on-demand service, which is another reason why what I'm going to talk about today is important because I get to see a lot of Etsy shop behind the scenes and see which shops perform well and which shops don't. And the ones that do well really focus on what I'm going to show you guys in this video. So without any further ado, let's jump on my computer and I'll show you. Now, here's one of my shops. Now, I am just recovering. I'm slowly opening it back up. My numbers are not where it used to be. Like, if you guys know the story, I have been suspended with this an automated thing that happened by Etsy, and I've been suspended for 7 to 8 months. And so they finally opened me back up, and now I'm, like I said, I'm recovering and getting back hopefully to the numbers that I used to. And I know COVID numbers are never going to happen, but let's just say we'll do our best. But one of the things that I like to do, let me explain a little ratio here. I have never been actually profitable with Etsy ads. Now, I know that might sound disappointing and you wish every time you turn on Etsy ads, you're going to make money, but that's not how Etsy ads work. And let me explain. This is not the number I want you to look at, okay? Forget revenue, forget looking at revenue. I want you to notice the ratio. And I've explained this in my previous video. Some people caught it, some people didn't. People that caught it, they kind of had a eureka moment. So I want to kind of like really zone in on this because this is important. So see the ratio where there's only 2,000 clicks out of 129,000 clicks. This is the reason why I'm never profitable, right? Because the kind of traffic that Etsy finds for me is it's really dirty traffic, and that's okay, that's acceptable. This is why you're paying Etsy advertisements, because Etsy is going to introduce your product to the wrong people sometimes. And Etsy, it's almost kind of muddying their algorithm when customers are not getting the product exactly what they want. But that's only for testing. It's kind of like, hey, I want to see if this customer will buy it. If the customer doesn't like it, okay, my bad, but that customer now has had a listing that they were not interested in. So Etsy kind of charges you money because that's muddying up their algorithm, because you're testing it out. And so Etsy does charge you money for that. But what happens when it introduces to all of these people is this. This is what we want to find. This is the data. Out of these clicks, we start to generate data. So a lot of these clicks are actually our customers. Now, some of these are just maybe curious, but a lot of them are our customers. And so what Etsy does is it analyzes these clicks. It analyzes what they do. So if you go on your listings and you click the stats, a little I don't know how you call it, but you just turn on that stats, what you're going to get is visit to favor ratio, right? The listings that do the best have a better visit to favor ratio, meaning if it's like 21 to 700 or 16 to 200, right? The ratio is better here. Now here is much worse, 8 to 100. And so the listings that have a better favor ratio tend to do better. Now I want you to notice that, because this is the data that Etsy actively collects, but it collects this data from these clicks. And over time, your listings will be ranking to the type of customers that clicked on it. Etsy's finding out information about these listings, and then organically, you're going to start to rank. And then guess what? Let's go ahead and put it 30-day here. Look at the ratio of these numbers. So you're starting to rank on the keywords that we found from those 2,000 clicks, and then we're going to start to have better ratio. Whereas 6,000 from 18,000, right? So now we have a better ratio. Why? Because we're ranking to the right type of people now. And that's where we start to make the money. Okay, this is really, really important. That's why I never, ever look at my profit to spend, right? Revenue to spend. Never look at that. I don't care about revenue. I care about, can Etsy find me more and more clicks, right? I'm constantly reinvesting into my business. Now, you're saying, okay, Vlad, if you're constantly reinvesting in your business, is there at any point you actually have money or you're making money? Well, here's what I want you to look at. 8,000 or almost 9,000 compared to 4,200, right? That's my spend to revenue. Now, I don't care about the advertisement revenue. It is the spend to main revenue. Now, right now it's a bit high because, like I said, I am recovering. 20% for me is a bit high. Usually I run 10 to 15% on advertisement to revenue, okay? That's usually where I'm at. Again, this is only applied to products that are need-based product, okay? And so that's all I care about, is I care about the spend to revenue on a kind of like a macro view. But really what I'm trying to get out of advertisement is clicks, okay? I don't care about any other metrics. I say, Etsy, can you go find me some more clicks? There is things you can do to really narrow in. The more specific that you can do, the less money you're going to spend. But the thing is, there's not as much traffic that you can pull from to filter out. So your best bet is to get traffic from a larger pool of people that are like dog product or dog bandana, right? Those big keywords. And out of those big keywords, you're going to find customers that are more appropriate, right? You don't need to rank on the keyword buffalo plaid bandana or you don't need to even to test that keyword. You might even test the keyword dog bandana, and somebody that has typed in buffalo plaid bandana in the past, saying that like 10 minutes ago, have clicked on yours. Then all of a sudden the algorithm is going to connect your product to the keyword buffalo plaid bandana. So it's okay to be ranking on dirty keywords, on keywords with traffic that's not dirty keywords, dirty traffic that has nothing to do with your product, but it's going to find customers that have typed keywords in the past that might be appropriate for your listing. And Etsy does that. It connects your listings to those. So that's why I never care about revenue. And people that do care about revenue don't really understand how it works, and they're not scaling their Etsy business as much as they should be. So if you are in a position where you want to grow your business and you really want to scale it up, this is how you need to think. If you're going to be thinking of revenue, you're always going to be disappointed. The house will always win. Etsy will always make more money and people will always complain. But it's not about whether Etsy makes money or you make money. It's about, can Etsy provide those clicks, and are those clicks going to yield a very good ratio such as this? Okay, because this is where, when you're ranking on the correct keywords. So when I talk about cleaning my advertisers or listings that I want to continue to advertise versus the ones I don't care about profitability, because one month they're profitable, the next month they're not, and constantly attempting to guess which listings are going to be making you money and which listings are not. It's really a failing game, and I've played around with this all the time, and I realize it's not about profit at all. Okay, and like I said, I did this when I just started. I was like, you know what? Let me just invest some money into it, and I've already been full steam ahead. I was already generating organic sales, and I could have just turned off my advertising and had enough sales, but I decided not to. I decided to continue to do that because it does grow more and more sales, especially when you're posting new listings. It's really important to have this mindset if you do want to get to where I am at. Okay, so am I making money directly? No, but I am making money on the overall. So 30 days, how much money, how much revenue did I make to compare to how much money I spent on that 30 day is usually 15%, 20% right now, because like I said, at least Etsy shop is recovering. The numbers are not where they used to be. I'm not ranked on those keywords, a lot of the keywords that I used to rank on. So I need to reintroduce myself to the algorithm. So all of that's causing me to be 20% of my overall revenue. But again, I do not care about the revenue that's come directly from Etsy ads, okay? So how do I clean it up? Maybe let's actually get to the cleanup. All right, so because I care about more about, okay, so I don't care about how much money I spend. I don't care about the revenue. I don't care about even the orders. Okay, a lot of people say, oh, I want the orders and I want conversion rates. Again, you remember, you're ranking on very dirty traffic. You're trying out dirty traffic. You're paying Etsy money. They're going to try to find the traffic that is a good ratio, right? When on your organic to clicks, it's going to find that customers. But while it's looking for it, your click-through rate is going to be horrible. It's going to be advertising to a lot of people. And it's going to be advertising on keywords that are not appropriate, or keywords that are appropriate with inappropriate customers, and they're going to spend your money. So all of that combined, you're not going to have a click-through rate. And sometimes it might be a good click rate. Sometimes it's not, so it'll drive you nuts if you keep looking at that. So I never, some people say, well, I just rank it and I get higher click-through rates and I turn off the lower. Now, although what I'm going to show you, it does correlate to that, but not always, because sometimes you get, you only get a 1 order or 3 clicks out of 10. It doesn't mean your click-through rate is 30%. You need to have high enough numbers to really get because the higher the views or the higher the clicks, the lower the click-through rate is going to be. It's just, that's how it works, right? Because you get more data, and it's the more, it correlates to a lower percentage. And so to just look at click-through rate is not a good strategy, not a good game plan. What I look at, and the only thing I care about, is clicks, right? Sometimes views. In the very beginning, when you're just starting an Etsy shop, or when you're just running a listing, you want to see which listing should I continue to advertise. I look at views because that's the earliest metric that you're going to get. But the main thing I look at is clicks, right? Am I generating these clicks? Because out of those clicks, that's where the algorithm is going to actually establish my listings, and it's going to find me places I need to rank on in the algorithm. And here's the thing: when Christmas comes around, or some holiday comes around, say Valentine's Day, and you're selling a pink heart bandana, right? Dog bandana that has pink hearts on it. You don't have the keyword pink in it, or Valentine's. You actually haven't really ranked on Valentine's at all. But what happens is customers have typed in the word Valentine's bandana, and then say they got distracted, they found some pearls they're looking at. And then they're like, oh yeah, that's right. And then they type in dog gifts or pet gifts, and then you're ranking on the keyword pet gifts that generally has given you horrible traffic. All of a sudden, people that are typing pet gifts are clicking on your Valentine's or your pink hearts bandana, but all of them have a history of typing Valentine's Day gifts or Valentine's Day pet gifts. They have a history of that, a lot of them. So all of a sudden, now you're going to rank on a Valentine's pet gift or Valentine's something in regards to your bandana, even though you never had the keyword Valentine's in your listings, your customers didn't directly type in Valentine's and that's how they found you. No, they had a history of typing Valentine's Day. And then those customers now found you and they bought from you because that's what they were looking for on a wider scale. Now, AI doesn't know, it doesn't look at the time. It kind of looks at the whole thing. And so it established, hey, this product would be perfect for the keyword bandana because all of these people that have typed in Valentine's gift in the past are really liking this product. So it's going to rank on that. So that being the reason, that's why a lot of times, I really want those clicks to have as highest volume of clicks because it's going to find me as much more and more keywords that I might not even have in my listings. It really letting the algorithm do its thing. Okay, so when I start cleaning up my it's funny because at this point I'm finally showing you how I clean it up. I just essentially whatever gives me very little clicks. Now some things they're not ready yet. They haven't cooked all the way, right? If you had a listing that's just been running advertisement for just 2-3 days, that's not enough. You need to really run it substantially to really notice it. So I would say that this is not enough. So I basically turn off anything that gives me very little clicks. I might even leave this one because St. Patrick's Day is coming up. But something that gives me very little clicks, I just turn it off. Okay, so I start off 50, 60, and then I just run advertisement for a couple of weeks, maybe even a month, and then I look at and see which ones are generating me the most clicks. And usually those are the ones that are going to have the views because Etsy likes to really climb up the ladder. If certain people are clicking it, then those clicks, what search history did they have? Oh, all these keywords. Well, let's try those keywords as well. And so it just climbs and finds all these keywords based on customers' previous search history. And so it really finds them. Now, if very little people clicked on it, it might be just a bad listing, like it's not a clickable listing. It might not really generate that really excitability in a customer. And so that's another reason why it hasn't really picked up on traffic. So that's why I believe at thumbnail listing is so critical. At thumbnail listing, that's where your thumbnail, your price, your title, all of that is really, really critical for you to really generate views and clicks, okay? Because that's really, really important. So that could be part of the reason why these haven't ranked. And I might take a look at them again. If I created, say, a Easter dog collar, Easter bandana, and I see that it's not performing well in terms of views, I might just see if I can reshape the thumbnail or really focus at the thumbnail. Maybe put a little advertise or a discount on it to get a little boost to get it started and to start kind of getting that effect where it's going to start to find all that traffic. But in this case, I've been running this one I've had for so many years. Probably one of the longest listing and it's still not generating anything. Guess what? I'm going to give up on advertising it at all. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create more listings on the keywords that have been found in these results, because you can actually click on them and look at the statistics details, and you can scroll down to find, it's taking me a while to, oh yeah, right here, search. And you look at those search keywords and find which words that you are ranking for, and then create products that really satisfy those keywords, and then run advertisement again, and then make it generate more views, more clicks, and then just keep doing that. So that's how I clean up my listings, is I turn off anything that doesn't get me clicks, anything that doesn't give me views, and then the ones that do, I leave it because it's searching me for keywords that are appropriate. I click on the keywords that are appropriate, and then I make products to satisfy those keywords. Especially if a keyword that popped up, say if I'm doing dog bandana and I've ranked on Valentine's Day bandanas, but I don't have any specific listings on Valentine's. Guess what? I'm going to go out there, I'm going to make that product, create several listings of it, and then run advertisement to that, and then see if I'm going to get the results and get more listings. And if I find that, hey, from the Valentine's dog bandana, there's a lot of demand for purple hearts or green hearts, whatever the keywords that I'm really ranking on. So then that's how I clean up my listings, right? Clean up my advertisement. Cleaning up, I don't talk about just churning it off, but also adding more to the pile and really growing my clicks, because those clicks, again, I want to be really strategic, is what really generates me the movement on the algorithm. Again, this is only important. Again, this is primarily only going to work, what I just showed you, if you're doing a need-based product. Now, I sold a product for bridesmaids. It's a bridesmaids gift box. You might not need the candle that's in the box. You might not need the t-shirt that bridesmaids put in the box. They put a lot of stuff in there. And those are all kind of, yes, they kind of need-based product, but they're also kind of want-based product, right? You don't need to have a t-shirt. You don't need to have a mug. all the stuff that goes in the box, but you need the box, right? Whatever you're gonna put in the box, it might change, but you need the box. And so that's the product that I was able to get. I think within 40 days, it gave me like $600 in sales daily. And so that's because it was a need-based product, and I applied this exact advertisement strategy amongst other things. So if you guys want to check out how I did that, there's a free course link in the description below that you get to see how I did it. And it literally is using the similar strategy. By the way, if you do want to sell dog collars, it is a need-based product. Link is also in the description below. We'll do business together. I'll help you build your Etsy shop. It does, and it will have a lifelong partnership selling need-based products. So check out the link in the description. Now, if you want to know more about keyword research and how to get more product that's correct, that's going to get you more traffic, more clicks, check out this video. And if you like this video, go ahead. If this video was useful, make sure to like this video. Until next time, you guys have a great one.